Good morning, class 8. Myself, Ranjit Kumar. I welcome you all in the e-learning program of Modern English School, Kuntinagar, Nevada. This is the first video lecture of the chapter Force and Pressure. So, we have discussed, last topic is completed, that was food production and management. Exercises done. Before starting this chapter, I must tell you one thing, that whenever school opens, first day I will collect your fare, and I want everyone's fare along with the note, whatever I am writing, note points and the exercise should be there. Okay, come to the point. Force and pressure. What is force? From childhood you understand that a push or a pull इज कॉल्ड फोर्स. जब किसी चीज को धक्का देते हैं या खींचते हैं तो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, उस पर हम लोग फोर्स अप्लाई कर रहे हैं. इट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम द मॉर्निंग. when you wake up in the morning and you are ready for school, you lift your bag. When you lift your bag, you are applying force. When you are pushing the door or pulling the door for opening, then you are applying force. So what is a force? Force is a push, धक्का देना, or a pull applied on any object or any body which tends means try to, which tends to change its state of motion. Means motion क्या होता है? When a body is changing its position with respect to its surrounding. जब कोई, जैसे मान लेते हैं हम यहाँ खड़े हैं, now some distance is between me and board. If after some time distance between me and the board is increasing, then it can be said that I am in motion with respect to the board. So what I am saying, force is a push or a pull that acts on any body to change its state of motion. What do you mean by state of motion? State of motion means its speed or the direction. Speed of the direction of the object is called state of motion. For example, if a body is not moving at all, then we can say the body is in the state of rest. And if a body is changing, it is moving, then we can say it is state of motion. For example, someone is moving at a speed of 1 kilometer per hour. He slows down. Now it is 0.5 kilometer per hour. He further slows down, and it comes to 0. When I am saying the speed of the body is 0 kilometer per hour, it means the body is at rest. So we are seeing the thing with the perspective of motion only. So what is state of motion? Means a body would the motion of the body and its direction is called state of motion. When the body is not moving at all, we can say body is in the state of rest. Okay, so we have seen what is force. Next, the unit of force, the standard unit of force is Newton, and it is expressed by capital N. Okay, so what is force? A push or pull acting on a body which tends, means tries to change its state of motion is called force. What is the state of motion? State of motion an object is described as its speed and direction of motion. Means the state of motion of an object is described as its speed and direction of motion. When speed is 0, it is considered to be in a state of rest. It means body. So when speed is 0, then body is considered to be in the state of rest. So I have told you speed and direction. This is the state of motion. Okay. Standard unit of force is Newton, denoted by capital N. Okay, so if I am saying the body, a force is applied of 2 Newton, means 2 Newton. So this is the magnitude. What is the magnitude? Magnitude is the quantity or the number. Magnitude is the quantity of number. Quantity or number means if I am saying 2 Newton, then I am saying 2 Newton. The magnitude of the force means quantity of the force is 2 Newton. Okay. The direction of motion means the direction in which the body is pushed or pulled is called direction of force. Means whenever we are talking about force, we are talking about 2 things. First one is magnitude, means what is the quantity of the force, कितना फोर्स लगाया जा रहा है. अगर मेरे जैसा इंसान अगर एक आदमी फोर्स लगा रहा है तो मान लीजिए हम अपना पूरा ताकत लगाने के बाद भी 2 न्यूटन का फोर्स लगाए. अब मेरा ही जैसा एक और इंसान 2 लोग मिलकर फोर्स लगाएंगे तो अब उस बॉडी पे कितना फोर्स लगेगा, 4 न्यूटन का. तो क्वांटिटी, द मैग्नीट्यूड, द अमाउंट ऑफ फोर्स इज अप्लाइड इज कॉल्ड इट्स मैग्नीट्यूड, as well as the direction in which we are applying force. For example, if I am applying force from this direction, means from left to right, or I am applying direction from right to left, so that is called direction of force, in which force is applied. Okay, this is called direction of force. Next is force is always applied due to interaction between 2 body. 2 बॉडी के बीच में जब इंटरैक्शन होगा, मतलब 2 बॉडी के बीच में जब कोई फोर्स का कोई किसी प्रकार का एक्शन होगा, 2 बॉडी के बीच में किसी प्रकार का एक्शन होगा तो हम उसको कहेंगे इंटरैक्शन. सो द फोर्स इज अप्लाइड ड्यू टू इंटरैक्शन बिटवीन 2 बॉडी. आई विल गिव यू वन एग्जांपल. For example, you sit on your bicycle and you rest your foot on the pedal, You have kept your foot on the pedals. Will the bicycle move? No, it will not move. Until you apply force on the pedal, the bicycle will not move. So, the bicycle is moving due to interaction, means the action between the pedal and your feet. Same way, if you are standing in front of the gate and will the door open? No. Door will always open when there is interaction between your hand and the handle of the door. So, we can say force is always experienced or always effective when there is an interaction between two body. दो बॉडी के बीच में किसी प्रकार का एक्शन या इंटरैक्शन होगा, तभी जाकर फोर्स को हम लोग एक्सपीरियंस कर सकते हैं. सो नेक्स्ट इज फोर्सेस आर ड्यू टू interaction. I will give two example. Interaction between door handle and your hand open or closes the door. So, interaction between your hand and the handle will open the door. Example 2. Interaction between pedals and your leg makes the bicycle to move. With these two examples, you can understand what is interaction. Means action between two bodies. So we can say interaction between two objects is necessary for force to be effective. मीन्स फोर्स के कारण कोई बदलाव, कोई चेंज होने के लिए आपको क्या करना होगा? देयर मस्ट बी टू इंटरैक्शन, मीन्स इंटरैक्शन बिटवीन टू बॉडी. मीन्स इफ आई एम स्टैंडिंग एंड इन फ्रंट ऑफ द डोर आई एम थिंकिंग दैट डोर विल ओपन बाय इट ओन. नो, आई हैव टू ओपन द डोर. सो देयर मस्ट बी इंटरैक्शन, सम एक्शन between the hand and the door, then only door will open or it will get closed. Okay, one more thing I will explain here only. I told you that is whatever I am explaining now, the drawing what I am drawing, you will not draw that. Just I will explain once again in the next wait for. Okay, let's see. Okay, next. Just I will explain you, I will rub it, then I will write once again. So see here, what I am saying, I told you, whenever we are talking about force, two things that should be in the mind. One is magnitude and other is direction. What is magnitude? Magnitude means the quantity or the amount of the force that is applied. Amount of force that is applied is called magnitude. For example, if I am applying some force and you are applying, you are a small kid, you are applying, a kid of class 2 and a kid of class 10th, both are applying force. Definitely the magnitude of the force will be more in class 10th and the magnitude of the force in class 2 will be less. Okay, So that is magnitude and second is direction. For example, there is a heavy box. There is a box. This box is there and you are applying a force of 2 Newton. You are applying a force of 2 Newton from left to right. You are applying a force of 2 Newton from left to right to move the box. With very much difficulty you moved the box. Okay? Now, one of your friend, he came that and he told that I will help you out. So, what is that? He is also applying on this with 2 Newton. So, now you are also applying on force with 2 Newton. He is also applying on the box with 2 Newton. So, the total force on this box will be 2 Newton plus 2 Newton is equal to 4 Newton. Means when 2 force is applied on a body in same direction, the resultant force on the body will be sum of both the magnitude, means the magnitude of the force. Means first case you applied 2 Newton and your friend applied also 2 Newton. So resultant force on this box will be of 4 Newton. Now I have talked about magnitude and I have told you that both applied in same direction. Now do once again. Again we are taking the same box. Again I am taking the same box. Now this time you are applying 2 Newton force from left to right. And your friend is applying a force of 2 Newton from right to left. You both are applying force. You are also applying 2 Newton force. Your friend is also applying 2 Newton force. But the force applied by both of you is opposite to each other. एक दूसरे से उल्टा है. So when 2 force applied on a body from opposite direction, the net force on the body will be difference between the force. Means you applied 2 Newton, he applied 2 Newton and the resultant force will be 0. So box is not going to move anywhere. Now for example, one of your third friend, you are one, this is the second, your one more friend, third, he also came and he helped your second friend. So now both of them are applying force from right to left and you alone are applying force from left to right. So the resultant means the net force on the box will be, since both are applying force from the same direction, so total force applied from right to left is 4 Newton and total amount of force applied from left to right is 2 Newton. So minus 2 Newton. So resultant force is 2 Newton. The resultant means the net force on the box is 2 Newton from right to left. Got the point? So not only the magnitude, the direction is also important when we are talking about force. Magnitude, if you change the magnitude, effect will change. When you were applying single-handedly 2 Newton force, you were applying to move the box slowly. But you applied 4 Newton, you moved the box fastly. So if magnitude change, the effect of the force also changes. Same way if I am saying, for example, this is the box. 2 Newton from this side, 2 Newton from this side. 4 Newton. First you were applying only 2 Newton. You hardly moved the box. Then applied 4 Newton. You moved the box. Okay, so from this we can say if magnitude change, the effect of force will change. Same thing I am saying, if direction change, also effect of the force will change. For example, when both of you were applying from the same direction, you moved the box. But when both of you applied the force from the opposite direction, you cannot move the box because the resultant force on the box will be zero. So whenever we are talking about force, we are talking about magnitude as well as the direction. Okay? Hope you understand that both magnitude and the direction both are equally important when we are talking about force. So exploring force. Forces applied on an object in the same direction add to one another. That is 2 Newton, net force will be 2 Newton plus 2 Newton is equal to 4 Newton. Second, if two forces act in opposite direction, the net force acting on it is the difference between the two forces. For example, this is the box. You are applying 2 Newton from this direction and he is applying 3 Newton from this direction. So net force will be 3 Newton minus 2 Newton is equal to 1 Newton. Right to left. So when we are talking about force, we are talking about direction as well. Okay? Check. Next, the strength of a force is expressed by its magnitude, but we have to also specify its direction, because when magnitude or direction change, its effect also changes. क्या बोल रहे हैं कि strength of a force is expressed by its magnitude, okay, but we have to also specify its direction, because when magnitude change means 2 न्यूटन या 4 न्यूटन, 2 न्यूटन में धीरे मूव हो रहा था, 4 न्यूटन में ज्यादा मूव हो रहा था, तो मैग्नीट्यूड चेंज हुआ तो धीरे या ज्यादा मींस इसका जो क्या कहते हैं इफेक्ट बदल गया, और डायरेक्शन अगर मान लीजिए 2 न्यूटन इधर से 2 न्यूटन उधर से, तो रिजल्टेंट फोर्स इज जीरो, सो द बॉक्स विल नॉट मूव, नॉट इवन धीरे. So we can say the direction and the magnitude, if any of these two changes, the effect of the force also changes. Okay, hope you understand. Next we will see in the next video. Okay, thank you.